Imagine a life where anger no longer has a hold over you. What if you could face life's frustrations, annoyances, and even conflicts with a calm, peaceful mind? Sounds impossible, right? But the truth is, it's not only possible, it's simple. There's a powerful philosophy, rooted in ancient wisdom, that teaches you how to control your reactions and gain mastery over your emotions. Today, we're diving into the life-changing power of Stoicism and how it can help you take control of your anger forever. Stick around, because in the next few minutes, your entire relationship with your emotions is about to change. One of the most powerful aspects of Stoicism is its timeless relevance. Although it originated in ancient Greece and Rome, its principles are just as applicable in today's fast-paced, high-stress modern world. Whether you're dealing with workplace tensions, family disagreements, or societal pressures, Stoicism offers a practical framework for staying calm and centered. The roots of Stoicism can be traced back to Zeno of Citium, the founder of this ancient philosophy. He taught his followers in the Stoa Poikile, or painted porch, in Athens, which is how the philosophy got its name. The Stoics believed that living in harmony with nature and aligning oneself with reason were the keys to achieving tranquility. This historical grounding helps us understand why the principles of Stoicism are deeply intertwined with human nature and enduring wisdom. Think about the last time you were angry. Was it something someone said? Maybe it was a small inconvenience, like traffic or a delayed flight. Maybe it was an argument with a friend or co-worker. In those moments, how did it feel? Anger often clouds our judgment, creates tension in our relationships, and leaves us feeling drained afterward. The problem is, anger doesn't just affect your emotional state, it affects your body too. Your heart rate rises, your blood pressure spikes, and your stress levels shoot through the roof. In fact, prolonged anger can lead to serious health problems, such as heart disease, digestive issues, and even mental health struggles like anxiety or depression. So, why do we let anger have so much power over us? Stoicism teaches us that anger is a natural human emotion, but it's also an unnecessary reaction to things outside our control. When we react impulsively, we give away our power, and that's where Stoicism can be a game changer. Another critical concept in Stoicism that complements the dichotomy of control is amor fati, or love of fate. This idea encourages us to embrace every aspect of our lives, even the difficulties and setbacks, as necessary components of our personal growth. Instead of resisting or resenting challenges, Stoics believe in accepting and even welcoming them as opportunities to practice resilience. Another powerful aspect of Stoicism is the emphasis on practicing virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These virtues are seen as essential tools to lead a meaningful and balanced life. Anger often clouds our ability to act justly or wisely, but when we prioritize these virtues, we naturally cultivate responses that reflect patience and understanding rather than frustration. Here's where things get interesting. Stoicism teaches us a powerful tool to help us avoid giving into anger. It's called the dichotomy of control, and it's a simple but profound idea. There are things you can control, and there are things you can't control. Modern psychology has also drawn parallels between Stoicism and cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. Both approaches emphasize the importance of challenging irrational thoughts and reframing perspectives. When you apply Stoic principles, you're essentially training your mind to view situations more objectively, much like a therapist might guide someone in CBT to manage emotional triggers. One technique often overlooked is the practice of visualization, also known as negative visualization. By imagining potential obstacles or outcomes in advance, you prepare your mind to face them with equanimity. For example, before a difficult conversation, a Stoic might envision different scenarios and decide how to respond calmly to each one. When we get angry, it's almost always because we're trying to control something that's outside our reach. Maybe it's the behavior of someone else, the traffic, or the actions of a stranger who cut us off in line. But here's the truth: you can't control other people, and you certainly can't control the world around you. However, you can control how you respond to those situations. This is where Stoicism teaches us how to turn anger into something manageable, even neutral. Technology offers unique opportunities to integrate Stoic practices into our daily routines. There are apps and guided meditations inspired by Stoicism that help users pause, reflect, and practice mindfulness. These tools can serve as reminders to step back and evaluate situations with a calm, rational mindset, especially in moments when anger threatens to take control. Think about it this way. Next time you feel anger rising, ask yourself, is this something I can control? If the answer is no, let it go. If the answer is yes, focus on taking positive, constructive action rather than reacting impulsively. It's worth noting that Stoicism doesn't advocate for passivity. Choosing not to react in anger doesn't mean avoiding action altogether. On the contrary, Stoicism encourages thoughtful, deliberate action. It's about responding with wisdom and purpose, rather than reacting out of emotion. This distinction is crucial in transforming anger into constructive outcomes. To deepen your Stoic practice, consider reading the works of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus. Each of these philosophers provides practical advice on managing emotions. For example, Seneca's essay on anger outlines strategies for recognizing and diffusing anger before it escalates, offering timeless insights that remain relevant in the modern world. Now let's put this into action with a real-life scenario. Imagine you're stuck in traffic, and you're running late for an important meeting. Your frustration starts to build, and you feel your anger rising. The old you might have honked your horn, yelled at the car in front of you, or stewed in frustration for the rest of the ride. But what would the Stoic you do? Here's where the dichotomy of control comes in. You ask yourself, can I control the traffic? No. Can I control the timing of my meeting? Not really. So, instead of letting frustration and anger take over, the Stoic response would be to let go of what you can't control and shift your focus to what you can control, your reaction. One modern analogy to Stoic principles is the serenity prayer, often recited in self-help and recovery communities. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. This aligns perfectly with Stoicism's emphasis on focusing only on what's within your control. In this case, you might decide to turn on a calming podcast or focus on your breathing. Maybe you choose to accept the situation as it is, without frustration, and instead find peace in the present moment. Stoicism isn't about suppressing your emotions. It's about recognizing them and choosing a response that aligns with your values and long-term well-being. It's about building resilience in the face of challenges and learning to meet adversity with a calm and clear mind. Science even backs up some Stoic practices. Studies have shown that mindfulness, a key component of Stoic exercises like the pause, can reduce stress, lower blood pressure, and improve overall emotional well-being. Incorporating Stoic techniques into your daily routine could have tangible health benefits beyond emotional resilience. Great Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius faced unimaginable struggles. He was the emperor of Rome during a time of war and political turmoil. Yet, he remained calm in the face of personal and professional challenges, constantly reminding himself that external events didn't have the power to shake his inner peace. In his writings, he often repeated, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This mindset of resilience is a core element of Stoicism. By embracing it, you gain the ability to remain calm and composed, no matter what life throws at you. The Stoics also emphasize the importance of community. Anger often stems from misunderstandings or unmet expectations in relationships. By cultivating empathy and understanding, we can strengthen our connections with others and reduce the likelihood of anger arising in the first place. Parenting is another area where Stoicism can shine. Children often test boundaries, and it's easy for frustration to bubble up. By embracing Stoic principles, parents can model calm and rational responses, teaching their children valuable lessons in emotional regulation and empathy. Now, let's get practical. How can you start applying Stoicism to your own life to control your anger? Morning reflection. Start each day by reflecting on what's in your control. Before you get out of bed, take a moment to remind yourself that today you will face challenges, but you can choose how to respond to them. The pause. When you feel anger building, practice the art of the pause. Instead of reacting immediately, take a few deep breaths. Count to 10 if necessary. This pause gives you the space to decide how you want to respond. Journaling. At the end of the day, write about any moments when you felt anger or frustration. Reflect on how you handled the situation. Did you let go of what was outside of your control? Did you respond in a way that aligns with your values? The Stoic practice of journaling, often referred to as a moral inventory, is not just about reflection. It's a way to measure personal growth. By documenting moments of anger and how you responded, you can track patterns over time and celebrate progress in becoming more composed and thoughtful. A key Stoic question to ask yourself is, what would the best version of me do in this situation? This simple question can redirect your focus away from immediate emotional reactions and toward actions aligned with your values and goals. Another valuable exercise is practicing gratitude. By focusing on what you appreciate about your life and the people around you, you shift your perspective away from anger and frustration. Gratitude acts as a counterbalance to negativity, helping you maintain a more peaceful outlook. By practicing these Stoic exercises, you'll begin to notice a shift in how you handle emotions. With time, anger will lose its grip on you, and you'll become more resilient in the face of life's inevitable challenges. Workplace dynamics often involve interpersonal tensions and high-pressure situations that can spark anger. Applying Stoic principles like focusing on your sphere of control can lead to more productive and harmonious professional relationships. Instead of reacting to a colleague's behavior, a Stoic might choose to respond with clarity and purpose, focusing on solutions rather than dwelling on the problem. Finally, remember that Stoicism is a lifelong practice. There's no quick fix to mastering your emotions. Like any skill, it requires patience, consistency, and self-compassion. Each time you pause instead of reacting, choose gratitude over frustration, or accept what's outside your control, you're building emotional resilience that will serve you for years to come. Imagine a life where anger no longer takes control. A life where you can face any situation with calm, clarity, and composure. That's the gift of Stoicism, a tool that's been used for centuries by the world's greatest minds to create inner peace, emotional resilience, and lasting happiness. So, are you ready to take the first step towards controlling your anger? Start with the dichotomy of control, practice the pause, and embrace the wisdom of Stoic philosophers. Because true peace doesn't come from the outside world, it comes from within. If you found this helpful, share it with someone who could benefit from the Stoic teachings. And don't forget to leave a comment below. What's one situation in your life where you're ready to apply Stoicism? Let us know.